Hello and welcome to the third Pug Hoof Gaming vlog. As I've mentioned previously, I'm going to do these every now and then in between some of my bigger videos, just so you've got something to watch and you get to see a bit more of me if you want. So I guess this week I think the big news that I've been kind of reading about is Nintendo adding an easy mode to Starfox Zero, which is coming very soon, in the next month I think. And the big deal about this easy mode is that it basically makes you invincible and that nothing really will challenge you. And for some reason, as is always with these sorts of things, people have got a little bit upset, a little bit heated on social media, as people are known to do these days. And there's been a slight bit of outcry. Now, I don't know how much outcry, because I think the thing is when sites start reporting that there have been issues, people are upset, it kind of feels like that's all you're hearing, and you don't necessarily know how big this group are making these kind of complaints. So it could just be a very small, very vocal minority, or it could be quite a lot of people. It's who's to tell. But in terms of how I feel about this, Nintendo have always done this kind of stuff to make their action games a bit more accessible. I mean, they've been doing it for years, especially with the Wii, the original Wii. I remember there was a great bit of fuss over some of the Super Guide features in, I think, the Mario Galaxy games, where you could hit a box and it would show you exactly what you need to do, or if some Mario games, if you die so many times, it gives you a really powerful Tanuki suit or a feather or some sort of item that makes it easy for you to finish the level. Bayonetta had a great example of a mode that made the game easier. On the gamepad you could have a one-for-touch mode where you just literally tap the enemies and it would kill them. It was actually quite fun, made the game more than an easy mode. It was almost like an accessibility mode, not just for people that found the game difficult, but maybe people that struggle to play action games. I'm talking, people that usually struggle physically to play games. And any sort of accessibility feature in a game, especially something as action-packed as Bayonetta, I think is a good thing. It's a good bit of foresight. We should be doing more of this. And for people to complain about the inclusion of an easy mode, that's ridiculous. Why are you complaining about a mode that you don't have to play if you don't want to? It's not like it's locking content away for people that don't want to play it. In fact, they've even announced that they're actually going to be adding some harder modes for people to be challenged more. So if there are people complaining about this easy mode, then surely you're being catered for in other ways. And it's not just restricted to Nintendo. I think there's a certain bit of an elitism in regards to the difficulty of games these days. I think since probably the likes of Dark Souls came out, there's been a very sort of elitist kind of you must be a hardcore gamer or not a gamer at all mentality, and I think it's plain wrong. I think gaming should be fun for everybody, whether you're playing Candy Crush on the bus or whether you're knuckling down into some sort of esports tournament. You should be enjoying it no matter what level of gaming you're doing. And for people to want to exclude people from this wonderful entertainment medium just because they don't have the skill or don't want to have the skill to be able to tackle everything on the hardest difficulty, that's not how it should work. If you shouldn't be able to not be able to read books because you may not understand some of the words. That's the sort of thing we're dealing with here, and I think that's a big issue. There are all these kind of gamers that are like, we want games to be accepted in the mainstream, but we don't want the mainstream to actually enjoy them, and that strikes me ridiculous. Why wouldn't Nintendo want to make a game more accessible for more people? The more people that play a game, the more people that will buy it and enjoy it, and that makes Nintendo money. That seems like pretty sensible business sense. Why exclude anybody from buying a product? They are a business after all. They want as many people to buy something as possible. Why do you think the Wii was so successful? Because Nintendo saw a market for people that didn't necessarily play games, so they catered for that market, and it did very well for them for a whole generation. And arguably, more people are probably into games because of that. It was the likes of kind of mainstream gaming that we haven't seen since maybe the NES days, or even the original PlayStation days for that matter. It just seems very, very childlike to want to restrict that. So that's really just my thoughts on it. Really, I didn't want to go on for too long, but it kind of really bothers me when a lot of so-called gamers are very self-entitled and can't accept that gaming is for everybody now. It should be. It should have always been that way, and now we're sort of getting that no matter how old you are, what sex you are, orientation, all that stuff that at the end of the day doesn't really matter because we're all people. That shouldn't matter. We should just be able to enjoy our games. So that's all I'm going to say for that topic. I'm going to go on to question of the vlog. So last week I set a question which was, what is your proudest gaming moment? And I gave you a story about how Vanquish was mine, which you can watch if you look at the previous blog. So I didn't get too many answers for this, but I'll start off on Twitter. So Alex Holmes, who is at HolmesNJNJA, he said the greatest, proudest gaming achievement was finishing Sonic 2 on his first try and finishing Time Crisis 3 times back to back in the arcade without taking any damage. Time Crisis 3, that is a game I'm admittedly crap at. To be able to do that without taking any damage, that's kudos. That is kudos. Sonic 2, finishing that on your first try, again kudos. I had that game when it came out. I must have been about 8 or 9 years old at the time. And I think that game doesn't take too long to play when you know what you're doing. When you're 7 or 8 years old, I think a month or two I think it took me to finish that game. Because you have to, it's the age of game where you have to play it in one sitting, I think. That's kudos. Those are some very, very, very good choices. The next comment, my second and final comment, is from regular contributor to the comments, Birdie V. She tells me, Parappa the Rapper, the first one, my determination to complete that game and the endless rage it created. I was so stoked to complete it. I totally agree. I love Parappa the Rapper. I love all those games. I love Unja and Lamy, but there's something very weird about the rhythm in that game. It doesn't feel quite right. It's almost as if you have to press the button slightly before the screen's telling you to do it, and I think that puts a lot of people off. And I think I was playing Parappa the Rapper 2 on the PlayStation 4 when I got it for Christmas, and it's very much the same thing where the game can be, the rhythm quite often with the rhythm being off, it kind of puts you away from the game, which is a bit of a shame. I would love to see another Parappa the Rapper. I think if they fix that and make the timing issues a bit better, that would be such a good game to come back. And I think I said this before when some of the things I do, that I really want Parappa the Rapper to come back. But I think it would have happened by now if it was ever going to happen. But that's just the way these things go. That's it for all my answers for last week's question of the vlog. This week's question of the vlog, I guess probably stick to the topic we're on at the moment. So I'd like to know, what do you think of the Starfox Easy Mode? So as always, if you put your answers in the comments, or if you tweet me at Pug Hoof Gaming with your answer, I will go through those and we'll read those on the next vlog. So thank you very much for watching this third vlog. Hopefully we'll make it to the fourth one. As always, you can subscribe to Pug Hoof Gaming. If you could do that and maybe tell your friends about us. We've done lots of good videos recently. I've done a few about Twilight Princess HD and the Amiibo stuff. Carrying on the Amiibo showcase series I started a while ago. I'm going to be doing a few more of those. I think I'm going to be getting the Wii U Amiibo very soon, so maybe that seemed like a good opportunity to dig that out and maybe do an Amiibo showcase on that. So yeah, keep watching. I've got more stuff on the way as always. I've got the London gaming market coming in a month's time. I'll be there again with my camera and my microphone and doing some videos there, so keep an eye out for that. If you're going to the London gaming market, why not let me know. Maybe we can say hello and maybe chat on camera. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, please share, please follow us on Twitter at Pug Hoof Gaming and every social media at Pug Hoof Gaming. And until next time, keep gaming positive.